Hello students, welcome to Whisper with Manas. Today we are going to deal with chordata. So what are the characteristics of chordates or chordata? They have a notochord. We all know that the notochord has been derived from mesoderm. Then we have the CNS, central nervous system, which is ventral, at front, in front, single and hollow. Then we have the pharyngeal gill slits, which are present only in chordates. These are not found in non-chordates. Then we have the heart, which is ventral, circulatory system, which is closed, post-anal tail, that's also present in notochord. So here we have the notochord, and the notochord is inside the dorsal nerve cord. Then we have the mouth. Inside the mouth we have the gills, and this is the post-anal tail. So this is the figure of a chordate. So phylum chordate, we have the notochord, which is mesodermal in origin. CNS central, CNS is ventral, single and hollow. Pharyngeal gill slits, so these are also present in chordates. Heart is ventral, circulatory system closed, and post-anal tail is also present. Here we have the this one notochord. It's dorsal nerve cord here, covered by dorsal nerve cord. Then we have the post-anal tail. This one is mouth, and these are the gills. Now the phylum Chordata. It consists of two subphylums, Protochordata, which is the primitive one, and the modern one is Vertebrata. Protochordata has been divided into Urochordata and Cephalochordata. Urochordata is also known as Tunicata. Uro means tail. That means the notochord here is found only in the larval stage and only in the tail. When the larva becomes adult, tail disappears. Notochord also disappears. Notochord disappears. And in Cephalochordata, notochord is present throughout life from head to tail. So, Protochordata, it has been divided into Urochordata and Cephalochordata. Tunicata is also name of Urochordata. Uro means tail. That means here the notochord is found in larval stage and only in tail. When larva becomes adult, the notochord disappears. But in Cephalochordata, notochord is present throughout life from head to tail. Difference between Urochordata and Cephalochordata. Urochordata, both of the similarities. Both Urochordata and Cephalochordata, they are protochordates and they are exclusively found in marine water. Both of them are exclusively found in marine water, as both of them are protochordates. Here the chordate characteristics in Urochordata is found in the larva. After becoming adult, all the characteristics of chordata that disappears. Here the chordata characteristics is found lifelong. Here chordata characteristics are found only in larva. After becoming adult, all characteristics disappear. But here the characteristics are found lifelong. There is one thing about Cephalochordata which is of prime importance. Here we find flame cells or selenocytes. We know that selenocytes was also found in the non-chordate. Which one? Platyhelminthes. In chordate, Cephalochordata is the only one where flame cells or selenocytes are found, and it is used for osmoregulation and excretion. So the same thing has been repeated here. Selenocytes or flame cells, they are found only in chordates. They are found only in Cephalochordata and in non-chordates only in Platyhelminthes. So examples of Urochordata: sad, Salpa, Ascidia and Dilolium. Salpa, Ascidia and Dilolium, and this one is Ascidia. Example of Cephalochordata: Branchiostoma, and the second one is Amphiaxis or lancelet. So what is the difference between Urochordata and Cephalochordata? Urochordata and Cephalochordata both are protochordates, and these are exclusively found in marine water. The chordate characteristics are found on the larval stage. When the Urochordates become adult, all the characteristics of chordata disappears. But in Cephalochordata, protochordata, which are protochordates, the chordata characteristics are found lifelong. There's one special thing which is found in only in Cephalochordata, that's the chordate flame cells of solenocytes, which are used for osmoregulation and excretion. Solenocytes or sites or flame cells, they are found in chordates, Cephalochordata, and in only in non-chordates, Platyhelminthes. Example of Urochordata: sad, Salpa, Ascidia, Dilolium. Salpa, Ascidia, Dilolium. Example of Cephalochordata: Bronchiostoma, Amphixius or lancelet. Bronchiostoma, Amphixius or lancelet. Now subphylum Vertebrata. Here the notochord is found only in embryonic stage. When the vertebrates become adult, here instead of notochord we have the vertebral column. So notochord found in embryonic stage in vertebrates, and when they become adult, the notochord develops into vertebral column. The vertebral column is made up of cartilage or bone. So what are the specialties of vertebrates? They have the spinal cord. The heart may be 2 or 3 chambers. In some cases, as in the case of mammals, we have 4 chambers also. Kidneys for excretion. Cranium or vertebral column is made up of bone or cartilage. So vertebrates, here the notochord is found only in embryonic stage. When they become adult, the notochord develops into vertebral column. The vertebral column is made up of cartilage or bone. In vertebrates, we find spinal cord, heart, maybe 2 or 3 chambered, sometimes 4 chambered also, as in the case of human beings. We have kidneys, vertebrates of kidneys for excretion, and cranium and vertebral column of vertebrates is made up of bone or cartilage. Now there are two subphylum of vertebrata. Agnatha are such kind of vertebrates which doesn't have jaw. They are known as Agnatha. And there are certain kind of vertebrates where jaw is found. These are known as Gnathostoma. So vertebrate divisions: Agnatha, Gnathostoma. Agnatha, jawless. Gnathostoma, jaws are found. And the example of Agnatha is Cyclostomata. Example of Agnatha: Cyclostomata. Gnathostoma, here 2 superclasses are found. Pisces, which bears fins, Tetrapoda, that bears limbs. So Gnathostoma, here 2 superclasses are found, Pisces and Tetrapoda. Pisces bears fins, while Tetrapods bears limbs. So there are 2 classes of Pisces: Chondrictheyes, the cartilaginous fishes; Osteictheyes, the bony fishes. Chondrictheyes, cartilaginous fishes; Osteictheyes, bony fishes. And among tetrapods, we have amphibians, reptiles, apes, and mammals. The division of Agnatha or jawless vertebrata. Here the class is known as Cyclostomata. So the class Cyclostomata, what are the characteristics? These are ectoparasites on fishes. Gill pairs are 6 to 15 in number. Mouth, as jaws are absent, so circular. So mouth, jaws are absent, so circular and sucking mouth. Circular and sucking mouth. Body, we don't have scales here. Scales and paired fins. Paired fins are absent. These are found in marine water, but for spawning, laying eggs, they move into the fresh water. After laying eggs in fresh water, they die. The eggs develop into larva, and the larva when gets developed returns to marine water. And the example is Petromyzon, lamprey, mycin, a fish. There's one other information, Cyclostomata, which is Agnatha jawless, and Chondrictheyes, which is Gnathostoma, that means having jaw. The endoskeleton of both is made up of cartilage. Osteictheyes, the endoskeleton is made up of bone. So let's summarize this one. So vertebrates, there are two divisions of vertebrates. Agnatha, which is jawless, and the class is Cyclostomata. Agnatha, jawless, class Cyclostomata. Gnathostoma, here jaw is found, and its superclass is divided into Pisces and Tetrapoda. Pisces, that means bearing fins, and here we have two classes, Chondrictheyes, cartilaginous fishes, and Osteictheyes, we have the bony fishes. Tetrapods consist of amphibians, reptiles, apes, and mammals. So first of all, let us concentrate on Agnatha, the jawless vertebrate, and the one class, Cyclostomata. Cyclostomata, what are the characteristics of Cyclostomata? The Agnatha one. Ectoparasites on fishes. They are gill pairs 6 to 15 in number. Mouth, in mouth, jaws are absent, so mouth is circular. Mouth is circular and sucking one. As you see, old people. So here we have the example of Petromyzon, which is also known as lamprey. Sucking mouth, here we see that circular and sucking mouth, circular and sucking mouth. They don't have scales. Body is divided up scales. They are found in marine water, but for spawning, laying eggs, they move into fresh water. The eggs are laid in fresh water and the organism now dies. Now eggs develop into larva, and the larva then gets fully developed, they return to marine water. And the classical example of this one is Cyclostomata is Petromyzon, which is known as lamprey. Petromyzon, lamprey, mycin, hagfish. Cyclostomata, Agnatha, which is jawless. Cyclostoma, which is Agnatha, that means jawless. And Chondrictheyes, Gnathostoma, which has jaw. Their endoskeleton, both these are made up of cartilage. Osteictheyes is made up of, the endoskeleton of Osteictheyes is made up of bone. Now let us discuss about Pisces, which is also known as true fishes. Before Pisces, we had some pseudo fishes, such as in mollusca, there was octopus, which is known as devilfish. And sepia, also known as cuttlefish. So we had the molluscans, that was not true fish, octopus, also known as devilfish, sepia, cuttlefish. Then echinodermata, we had asteris, which is known as starfish. So we had some protofishes, not true fishes, octopus, devilfish, sepia, cuttlefish, all belong to mollusca. And in echinodermata, we had asteris, also known as starfish. Now let us concentrate on Pisces, true fish. These are cold-blooded animals. These are cold-blooded animals. Cold-blooded animals are known as poikilotherms. That means They can't maintain homeostasis. What do you mean by the term homeostasis? That means they can't maintain the internal temperature or environment inside the body. We are warm-blooded animals. We can maintain our internal temperature or homeostasis. The temperature here changes according to outside temperature. Suppose the temperature outside is 20 degrees centigrade, the body temperature of cold-blooded animals will be 20 degrees centigrade. And if the temperature is 40 degrees centigrade, it will be 40 degrees centigrade inside. So first, Pisces are known as true fish. These are cold-blooded animals, poikilotherms. That means they can't maintain homeostasis, constant internal temperature inside the body. We can maintain that. Your body temperature changes according to outside temperature, or you can say surrounding temperature prevalent in the surroundings. When the outside temperature is 20 degrees centigrade, the body temperature will be 20 degrees centigrade. Outside temperature 40 degrees centigrade, the body temperature will be 40 degrees centigrade. Now the Pisces are of two types. Cartilaginous fishes such as Chondrictheyes and bony fishes such as Osteictheyes. Chondrictheyes, cartilaginous fishes; Osteictheyes, bony fishes. So as the name suggests, here the endoskeleton is made up of cartilage. Here the endoskeleton is made up of bone. It is found only in marine or seawater, but it is found in both marine as well as Osteictheyes is found in both marine and seawater. The mouth of Chondrictheyes is ventral towards the lower side, while the mouth of Osteictheyes is terminal towards the upper side. We have the placoid scales in Chondrictheyes, cycloid or ctenoid scales in Osteictheyes. Gill cover or operculum is not found in Chondrictheyes. It is found in Osteictheyes. Air bladder is also not found in Chondrictheyes. As a result of that, the organisms belonging to Chondrictheyes have to swim regularly to avoid sinking. Here air bladder is found, so they don't have to swim regularly. In Chondrictheyes, males have mating organs called claspers. Found in pelvic fins. Claspers corresponds to final female body, leading, that means here the fertilization is internal. Here we don't have claspers, so fertilization is external. So what are the examples of Chondrictheyes? Soliodon, dogfish; Christis, sawfish; Carcharodon, great white shark. So we have a Scoliodon, dogfish; Christis, sawfish, examples of Chondrictheyes. Then we have Carcharodon, that's great white shark, that belongs to Chondrictheyes. The trigon, which is famous for its poisonous sting, and then we have torpedo, the electric eel. So what are the examples of Chondrictheyes? Scoliodon, that is dogfish; Christis, sawfish; Carcharodon, great white shark; trigon, poisonous sting; torpedo, electric eel. Now examples of Osteictheyes. Then we have the marine ones. Marine Osteictheyes, Exocoetus, that is the flying fish, and Hippocampus, that is the seahorse. So the marine Osteictheyes, Exocoetus, which is known as flying fish; Hippocampus, that is known as seahorse. Freshwater we have Labio, which is known as rohu; Katla and Clarius mangur. Labio, rohu, Katla, and Clarius, which is also known as mango. In aquarium, we have the fighting fish beta, which is small black fish. Aquarium, we have beta fighting fish, which is small black fish. And then we have the pterophyllum, which is also known as the golden fish or angelfish. Golden in color, angelfish, pterophyllum. So aquarium, we have beta fighting fish, which is also known as a small black fish. And then we have the pterophyllum, golden fish, which is also known as the angelfish. Here we have rehu here, mouth, operculum. This one is the dorsal fin. Class must be here. Then we have the head, the nostril, mouth, etc. So the example is Osteictheyes. Here we have the example of Scoliodon, that is Chondrictheyes. Here mouth is good, pointed, not large, not like the former one. So let us summarize the whole thing. So what is the difference between Chondrictheyes and Osteictheyes? Chondrictheyes are known as cartilaginous fish, bony fishes. Endoskeleton made of cartilage. Here the endoskeleton is made up of bones. They are found in marine or exclusive in marine or seawater. They are Osteictheyes are found in marine as well as freshwater. The mouth of Chondrictheyes ventral and towards lower side. Ventral, that means samne, in front, but on the lower side. It's terminal and upper side in Osteictheyes. We have the placoid scales here in Chondrictheyes, cycloid or tenoid scales in Osteictheyes. Gill cover operculum here is not found, but in Osteictheyes gill cover is osculum is found. Operculum is found in Osteictheyes. Air bladder is not present in Chondrictheyes. As a result of that, Chondrictheyes have to swim regularly to avoid sinking. Here air bladder is found, so they don't have to swim regularly. In Chondrictheyes, males have mating organs called claspers that are found in pelvic fins. In Chondrictheyes, males have mating organs called claspers found in pelvic fins. Claspers put sperms into female body, so internal fertilization occurs. Claspers put sperms into female body, so internal fertilization occurs. Here, claspers are not found, so fertilization is external. Examples of Chondrictheyes: a Scoliodon, which is known as dogfish, a Scoliodon, dogfish. Pristis, sawfish. Carcharodon, great white shark. Carcharodon, great white shark. Three syllables, Charodon, great white shark. Trigon, famous for its poisonous sting. Trigon and torpedo, just like electric, so electric eel. What are the examples? Scoliodon of Chondrictheyes, Scoliodon, dogfish, Pristis, sawfish, Carcharodon, great white shark, Trigon, poisonous sting, and torpedo, electric eel. Examples of Osteictheyes: marine, 2-1, Exocoitus, hippocampus. Exocoitus, flying fish, hippocampus, seahorse. Marine, Exocoitus, flying fish, hippocampus, seahorse. Then seahorse. Then with freshwater, we have Levio, Katla, Clarius. Levio, that means rohu. Katla, Clarius means mangur. Aquarium, we have beta, the small black fish, which is also known as the fighting fish. Beta, the small black fish, also known as fighting fish. And pterophyllum, the golden fish, also known as angelfish. Pterophyllum, golden fish, also known as angelfish, and beta, fighting fish, a small black fish. So two of them are aquarium, beta and pterophyllum. So marine, we have two of them, Exocoitus, hippocampus. Exocoitus, flying fish, hippocampus, seahorse. Exocoitus, flying fish, hippocampus, seahorse. Freshwater, Levio, Katla, Clarius. Levio, rohu, Katla, Clarius, mango. Levio, rohu, Katla, Clarius, mango. Aquarium, beta, that is the fighting fish, which is a small black fish. Then we have the pterophyllum golden fish, which is also known as angelfish. So here's the figure of labio rohu. This one we have the nostril, mouth, operculum, head here, dorsal fin, and this one, these are also the fins. Examples of which are figure of a scoliodon, that is Chondrictheyes. Here we have the mouth. That's all for today. We will continue with the tetrapods in the next lecture. So if you haven't subscribed my channel, do it now and do like my videos. Thank you.